Наш неизменный
Yeah.
Hamdallah, Hamdallah Marashni, Hamdallah Marashni, Ashaye. So heavy already, these crystal beings. Ashaye. Ye Kashana Asha Ye Kasha Ye Zain Divinity, and we do rise all together. Let's rise, join together. Let's rise, souls light shine, yes, so shine. We'll hear together. Let's rise and be. We are a soul tribe, sacred family. Akasha, Akasha lovers, let us rise all together, for we are one tribe, one family together. Yes, we be. We are one tribe, all together loving, peacefully washing in like a river. Uru, Oshun Urashnali, Uru, sacred blessings of peace, wash it into we. Yes, we are one tribe. We are one family. Together, let's be soul family. Together, let's rise. Together, let's rise. Beloveds, I'm praying for those of you who have really tight shoulders and necks. Right now, that's the ones who are pushing out. They're really going through things in that way. I see the others of you too, once I mentioned being able to see and feel, which is fine. I'm going to do some integrated work, energy work on those who are present. So if you want to feel into what you're ready to receive light with, to bring about wellness inside, spending. And even those who have certain situations that they need some light to help heal the heart with. sit up straight if you can. You know, frequencies are very, very loving, and there's scientific evidence that the frequencies are really lovely to work with, especially when working on mending and wellness. So Nasi, to get lay straight, or sit straight, or stand straight, please. Stand. Ready? Those of you who are ready to work on the abilities, I'm going to teach you a pose to sit in while we're doing this here together. So putting the feet together is a really lovely way to increase the energy, our light. So we're pushing our light through, and I'm going to be working with this for those of you, and I'm helping others, so I'm not going to get to do that at this moment. But I can do it like that, I guess. Let's see, I don't want to put too much up, but I will put what I'm supposed to.
Srakunzanyataria Oshno Titio, Sinyato, Juniata, Rosnosiata, Otayenia Yakato, Shanaeti, Rashnaha.
Pushing that light in, so much was relieved and taken out. To the heart, to those who are working through grief also. And no harm to I for helping. I'm allowed to do these works. It's not, I'm like, I'll help. And then there's some that those who are working through the grief that we're about to show you right now. I'm going to go into, I'm going to help move some of that, but you have the responsibility of writing in the feelings of when you have those moments where you're like, and you want to write, you want to write instead of a journal, what you're experiencing, where that began at, what's your first experience feeling those feelings, and really take, discovering who you are, who thou art as a real being that's special. It's like the truth also, because we all are very special. We must heal and identify with what happened to us, especially if you've been birthed before this birthing. So I want you to sit or lay straight or stand straight. And I want you to inhale, if you can inhale. Let that light come into the entire vessel, through the nose, deep, and again, inhale. Visualize that light already growing from inside, going outwards, and from out, the beautiful womb of light. Archangel light, Tao Tao Shinayati, pure love light, pure light. Zava Vavuri, praying reliefs, peaceful, bountiful, open heart, integrated, pure love, solutions of integration and pure love, and removing grudges, removing dislike, removing desires to do paybacks in those ways, removing those feelings that are not of the highest vibration for the sustainable creation. So breathe the light with Gaia. It's beautiful. With that sacred divine connection. Says Gaia. Says the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected, just as we are to our sacred, it says, Great Mother, and to the universe, the sacred universe, light beings that helped birth, where we have been blessed to coexist. The next is Cosmic Flower of 18. It says the frequency of Cosmic Flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we shine with our light into creation. It's really very beautiful. But I feel like there needs to be more light coming from it, so let's see there. Try to be the way I should probably scroll. Oh yeah, these ones. I have another inside the closet. This is 1,000 rod created. It's pretty fun. So I'm gonna light some sacred palo and bring some blessings, some more blessings, and then I will work with the sacred crystal beings that you call singing bowls, and bring some more sound ceremony activations, transformations, sacred messages. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the messages. It's a very big blessing, and very thankful for that, for the divine loving messages. So this is called Palo Santo, and doesn't stay lit that long. You could do it for some moment, and then it's very useful. You could see that it's been lit multiple moments, and they last a bit. So I believe that's why they charge the amount, but also they're very sacred, and it's better to find them fallen than to go and cut them. And so being aware of where you buy them from, make sure that they're gathering those that have fallen branches,